Ready?
All right, start the clock. So the first thing I'm going to do here before I go too far is I'm actually just going to copy and paste a prompt into an agent. What I'm showing today isn't something that I've ever seen shown, and I'm showing more of the developer experience of using a CMS. One of the questions we get a lot now is people asking for a POC. Hey, how quick can I create a component? I have this design, can you show me that really quickly? And so what we're seeing is that most of the times when developers work in a CMS, they actually start in the CMS from a design, and they'll go in and plug the component model into the CMS and then start building their code. What we've done with this feature is reverse that. You start actually in your code and it creates the elements of the CMS for you. I'm going to go through that prompt that I just pasted in line by line. As we can see, this agent is kind of going away at doing stuff, and I'm just going to click continue where it talks to an MCP. So this is showing the Agility CMS MCP server where it's telling it right now, hey, what projects inside Agility do you have access to? So we're going to create a contact us component in Agility, like the attached screenshot, which I forgot to attach. So we'll see what we get. That's fine. Don't forget dark mode. Make all the Agility properties for this, like labels and messages, put them actually into Agility when you're done. It's going to post the form to that really crazy URL there, which is that's actually a logic app. So we should be able to test this at the end. And it's going to create a client component. Oh, let's read this. Create a client component and a server component. So this is a Next.js project. So build the component in a way that actually makes sense in Next.js. And when you're done, actually save what's called a component model into Agility into this particular instance. So it's actually doing all the work that a developer would normally do. And if I had uploaded this screenshot, we would have seen the right screenshot. So I probably don't have time to do that because I'm not sure exactly how long this is going to take. So I really hope it finishes. But it's going to invent a contact us component to do this. So hopefully that works. We'll see what AI thinks I should get. What's interesting here is that it really follows along with what I believe AI should be doing, which is essentially working like an assistant for me. I know all the things that I want. I'm going to assemble everything into essentially what is a prompt. And the context of this is the project. And so what this AI did, I don't know if you were following along as it was going, is it actually was reading the current project to see how I was coding, and because I've already written a bunch of components that are in here, and it's going to kind of copy that. And one of the things it's going to copy is the way that you build just a good React component in a Next.js project, but also how to connect that to actually get content from the CMS. So it'll follow that paradigm. And you can create markdown files inside here that will help more with that. But then at the end, when it's done, because code like this is using Claude, I don't know if anyone's worked with Claude Sonnet, it is incredible for writing code. But at the end, it's actually going to call, and it's already called into the MCP server a couple times to kind of find out, hey, is there already a contact us component? Do you have access to this instance? Things like that. But at the end, it's going to actually go ahead and create that component model. So now, as an editor, I can actually put this component on whatever page I want. So hopefully we'll get to that point in the demo. Time check. Am I allowed to do time check?
3 minutes.
3 minutes? Oh, perfect. Oh, it's done.
Okay.
So it's actually, it's going to build the Next.js project and make sure it doesn't have any errors. Hopefully it doesn't. We'll see how it goes. I practiced this last night and it took just under 6 minutes, so hopefully it works. But the nice thing about this is I have the ability, and a lot of folks actually are using Cursor or Claude Code. I really like how Copilot actually gives me the ability to go back and go through my code to make sure that it works well. So that's really important. I've actually done this demo for customers. So it's at the point where it's actually going to go and actually save something into Agility. I probably should go review all that code, although I'm not going to do that. Hopefully this works. Cool, so it actually saved it into Agility. It's going to tell me what it did. Let's actually go into my Agility instance and see that thing. So this should show up now in my component models, unless it failed. No, it worked. Oh, there it is, contact us, so it's right there. So now in my sitemap, I can actually go and drop that into I already have a page here called contact us. Go in, I'm going to add that component. Let's just go here, and it'll add it into that, let's call that a content zone. And good, we've got a heading. Main, I don't even know what this is. I haven't even seen the output yet. So we've got a field for name. So I can fill out all the emails. So, all the labels here. And I'll just do a few things here. Oh my gosh, can't type in a demo. Required field. All right, so we got a whole lot of labels. This isn't the best experience here, but I'm going to go ahead and save that. So now I'm actually running this site over here from my local. I was actually running this locally. So I'm just going to refresh this page. And in theory, oh, of course it's going to do that. That's fine. That's just fine. Everything's fine. We're going to hopefully this is going to work. There you go. So it actually created this component. I had no idea what it was going to look like. Actually, that did a pretty nice job. So I'm going to actually submit some content here. And so it's going to actually, oh, geez. And probably wants a real phone number, company. And we'll see if it actually submits to the right spot. So that's pretty cool. Oh, geez. Valid email. Here we go. And we're going to submit that. And we got our success message. So this thing actually worked. This is insane. This would normally take, I don't know how much time, way more time than that. So in less than 6 minutes, I was able to create a component. Here we are, and actually submitted the data to this Logic app, which now I can route wherever I need to, send an email, send a Slack message, all those sorts of things, send it to my CRM. That's a really hard use case for a customer to really envision, especially if they're getting influenced by developers who are saying, I don't want to have to learn a whole bunch of new tools. Now AI can do most of the work to create that POC for me. And using an MCP server, actually just throw the stuff into Agility, and then very, very quickly, I think Agility's, thank you. There you go. Thanks, man.
You're on a roll.